Welcome to Stuff Weekly, your weekly recap about the Stuff ecosystem. Announcements, new releases, price action, all the info in one video. Do you remember the Beard token? Or is it a token? Is it a book? I'm not sure. During the BookCon, there was a secret mint happening where you could get a book called The Philosophy of Beards. This book was a fungible token, not an NFT, but fungible, meaning that you would buy and get a lot of them. In 48 hours, they sold 9 billion books or something like that, making it the book which sold the most ever. Okay, they contacted Guinness World Record. I don't think they heard anything back yet. Maybe it's some kind of antique that if you sell a book super cheap, then it's gonna be easy, quote unquote, to sell 9 billions of them. Number one is the Bible with 5 billions, I think. So basically the Beard book almost doubled that. And so this week on Stuff.io, they released the second episode of the About Stuff series called Beard. You can see this beautiful AI generated beard of Ben. And it's a whole episode where we learn why did they do it, what was the purpose, how did they pull it off technically, these kind of things. It's almost, you can see here, a 1 hour long episode. You really get your money worth of content on that one. Also, some nice bedtime German stories from Patrick Tobler. So Beard, okay, they released the token at the BookCon, so that was April 20th, 420. Then people were super hyped about it. At the beginning, they got in on a centralized exchange, and then it exploded. Maybe we can look at the charts here. You can see, April 20th it started. 3 days later, at what price did it start here? Like 4029 up to 3034. So it's like a 10 or maybe 12x in 4 days. Then the hype died, and it was slow decrease. And then something happens here. It goes up. Why? Because there was an announcement on Discord that if you hold a specific amount of Beard tokens, you will receive as an airdrop a collector edition of Philosophy of Beards. So to explain, the Beard token is actually a book. You can go to your bookshelf, you can read it. It's about beards. But because you have so many of them, you can also easily share them with people, send them away. And considering how many books, how many Beard tokens people have, they decided to do a tiered airdrop. It's the first time they do that. And I think it's because it's the first time they do it on a fungible DEA. So how does it work? Basically, they will take a snapshot on July 20th, and depending on the tier you reached, you will get different rarity. Of course, they don't know how many books there will be in total. It will be kind of pro rata. But basically, if you want triple or 000, the rarest one, you need more than 1 billion Beard tokens, and that sets you up at, I think, can I calculate it here? If I want to swap. So we say 1 billion, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, $51,000. Which I'm not even sure there's that much liquidity. Oh, there is 71,000. Might as well say that only the top holders will get that. We do have someone with 1.4 billions, and then it's MinSwap, and then other people. So basically, whoever that person is, Beard Oil, they will get the rarest. Unless a challenger comes in, obviously. And, if you already had Beard tokens, you're just gonna get an extra book for free. provided that you have at least 100,000. How much is 100,000? Let's check quickly. Yeah, just $5. That's very reasonable. 12 ADA to get a collector book. And Beard is really special. Is it a book? Is it a meme coin? I mean, don't shave, kind of the tagline. Josh used to have a really long beard that he shaved. A lot of crypto bros have beards, so maybe they can relate to this. I don't know where this is gonna go, but it's good to see that the book team is not forgetting about it. And I would even add, if you read the announcement about the snapshot July 20th, does that date seem familiar? Yes, it's the second anniversary of the Gutenberg Bible. I don't know if something else will happen on that day. It seems like an important date. Something related to Beard, something related to something else. I don't know. But if you've noticed the recent pump on the Beard token, that's because of this announcement. If we look at the trades, you can see actually it pumped a few days ago because they released the trailer of About Stuff and they said it would be about Beard. I assume some people speculated. And then when the video actually dropped, and they put out the announcement, it increased quite significantly. It was mostly one whale who put close to these are USD prices. So yeah, almost 6k USD, and that's this candle. There isn't a lot of liquidity. Not sure how much there is on Nike now, but like from here to there to the all-time high is like a 7x. I think it can definitely get back there if we get some heavy hitters joining the fray. Not saying that it's no NFA, not any promise, as usual, but it's cool to see that they're giving out a book to reward holders, and I wonder if this will reignite some interest in that token. It's a great way to onboard people for books. Tell them, look, I give you a coin, I give you a token, and you can open the app and read. Maybe that will be a powerful onboarding tool in that sense. People get on blockchain through memes, they want to gamble, get rich quick type of thing. Of course, they don't know any better. But if you give them, let's say, a meme coin that has utility, then they will see also the other side of blockchain, that is all those cool use cases that it has. Snapshot in a week. I guess we had the initial surge, maybe some more DeFi people will join, seeing the big increase. I know in terms of holders, I don't have the graph, but I checked yesterday, like 12 hours ago, and it increased very slightly, around 15 more holders. So it's really insignificant. Is it the beginning of something? I think what it points at is that people who already had the token just went in harder. We'll see if this trading activity will bring in more people. We got a lot of mints this week, starting on Monday with the necessity of atheism. Here, part of Monday Meditations 3.0, only 165 is very limited series, and it's, I guess, holding pretty well between public and OG price. Is kind of the usual pattern. You can also see here two airdrops. The first one, book 5 in El Pasoverse, A Ranger's Honor. Floor at 38. Pretty nice, considering that to get this you needed 4 books, one of which was already an airdrop, so actually you just needed to buy 3. The kind of number 1, the Genesis asset, I think for 79 ADA, and then the other ones were just 8. So basically let's say for 100 ADA, you got two airdrops. And yeah, Floor 38, pretty good. I know some people started reading this series and are enjoying it. I'm personally curious to see how this whole project will develop, because they plan to make movies out of these books. And that would be great, to get the book, maybe get a discount on the movie, get the movie airdropped, and see. We talked last week about those rich media offering where you can get a book, a video, book.io, stuff.io together. I feel like this El Pasoverse project will be leveraging that possibility. And then the other airdrop we had was the 5 Weeks in a Balloon by Jules Verne. And this was the Adventure series. It was an old snapshot. And flow at 300 ADA, pretty strong. It's often the case with those airdrops of long series. Adventure, I don't know how many books that is now, maybe around 15, making it more challenging to get the airdrop. And I would say that was kind of the general theme this week, is that they clean things up. There are a lot of snapshots that had been pending, airdrops and so on. 2 snapshots happened this week. It was the Rulers and Revolution one and Women of a Wednesday. 2 snapshots. We don't know which book will be airdropped, but I feel like they're trying to catch up with those. Not sure if it's just to catch up because it's been a while, or if it's something a bit deeper, in the sense that maybe it's something that they're not gonna do so often for long series, or maybe they want to launch new series, so they want to get those out of the way. Not sure. But here you see on Beck's Explorer only those 3 books, but there are more than that. You can see all those pictures here, those shirtless men. What are those books that are still minting? It's a series of 16 romance books, all from the same publisher, Bell Books, all romance. And what's super interesting is that you can see the covers. I'm not sure which one to pick, to be honest. Okay, let's pick this one because it's super kitsch, honestly. It's super kitsch. Cowboy on her doorstep. But at least they know their audience, right? Crypto bros, we want ladies, and romance readers, they want shirtless men. Fair enough. Why is all this interesting? Because it's the first time that we got a bulk mint, basically. 16 books coming all at once from the same publisher. They didn't say much more about it, just that, hey, it's this from this publisher, it's 300 books each. Curious to see how much it sold. I'm taking this first one just randomly. I don't know, maybe some books sold more than others. Yeah, 24 copies. It's very low, because we are not the audience. I think the current book audience is not that yet. But then this really makes book.io look like a normal bookstore. You should be able to go and find a book that is still available. I mean, if you go to a bookstore and there's nothing on the shelves and you have to pre-order or something, it's so inconvenient. And where I see a lot of potential with what they did, I think that this was a test run for the ingestion of publisher catalogs. I bring you back to this roadmap that was published on LinkedIn last year, where they said that by the first half of 2024, they will ingest 10 million ebooks. It didn't happen yet, but they did 16 at once. And it feels like, yeah, a test run to see if they're able to do it. And probably on the background, you have all those automation steps to create those minting pages and just, set up the sale. In my opinion, it went well. The only thing I heard was that there were two books with quite similar names. I think it was the Devil Riding Shotgun and another one with Devil also in the name. The Librarian's Devil. Where is it? Wow, I don't see it. Yeah, it was 16 books. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, the Demon's Librarian. So yeah, those two books had a similar name, and so if you would go, I think, to the Demon's Librarian main page, you'd have the picture of the other book showing up. But it was just visual. They just put the wrong kind of book cover on the minting page. But you would still get the book you are looking for. But except that, it went very well. I mean, we cannot say it was stress tested if it was just a few dozen books sold. I mean, all in all, I think they got 300 books sold, across all the 16 books. So not too shabby, but I wouldn't call that stress testing. The other thing that was supposed to happen this week was the Chuck D book Summer of Ham. Hamn, not sure, is that a word? Another graphic novel, Chuck D from Public Enemy, released, I forgot the name, Studio was the name. So graphic novel he wrote during the pandemic. Now he's coming back with another one, and Chuck D I'm quite interested because, he makes music as well, and now we have Stuff.io. Will he branch out and explore Stuff.io as well? I would love to. I'm definitely not a fan of this kind of music, but he is famous, he has an audience, and I truly believe that it will be much easier to onboard people on music and videos than on books. It's just easier to consume, easier to pass around, and it was not so long ago that we would buy MP3s on iTunes and so on. So going back to something like this, except that you own it, that doesn't seem like a stretch. So curious to see if Chuck D will also sell music. This mint was supposed to be this Friday. It's been pushed to next week on Monday, I believe. Or this. Is that Trump? Is that Trump? I guess. So yeah, if you like his work, definitely jump on this. I think it was planned for 300 copies, something like this. Yep. And discount for holding Studio, so the prayer book. Discount is just 11 ADA though, like $5. It's not very significant. Okay, and that's it for the mints this week. In other news, they are working still on the bridge for the token. That audit is progressing. I thought it was done, so maybe some miscommunication there or misunderstanding from my end. But anyway, moving smoothly and on track for launch on July 23rd in around 10 days on both the Base and Polygon blockchains. Good to see. It will be indeed around the Gutenberg Bible anniversary. Kind of crazy when you think about it, that token was launched probably in July 20th, like the ITO last year, then 3 months sale, and October 20th, 2023 it was released, and basically 9 months later it gets branched out to Base and Polygon on a bridge that they built themselves because they wanted to make sure that it was secure. What else is happening? This is the newsletter. Music DA, this is still for July 18th. Yamin Primac, Fumble the Bag will be the first song. Really curious about the pricing on that one. Also curious if it will be a fungible DEA or will it be a collectible NFT. When we look at About Stuff, the videos, where each has a different cover, they are collector editions. And by the way, episode 1 sold more than 3,000 copies, which is amazing to see because there are books that are like, they sell like a few hundreds of them. At least there are a few hundred copies of the book available, and they don't even sell out. But episode 1 of About Stuff sold more than 3,000 copies. It's out of 5,000. It's very encouraging to see the enthusiasm, and honestly, it's fun to watch. If you're interested in what the team does, how they think, get the behind the scenes, it's really easy to watch, even though this one was an hour. The way it's shot, those kind of meeting shots and then confessional shots, it's kind of, there's a good rhythm to it. And I can see people just watching because they enjoy it. Simple as that. What else? Updated Android mobile app and iOS, hopefully both available by the 18th. 18th is the day where they will submit the change in the token name. We won't have book token anymore, we'll have stuff token in less than a week. Amazing. By the way, one other utility of the book token was to be able to buy content with it, and it was possible to buy episode 1 of About Stuff for 500 book tokens. And honestly, I was like, well, I feel like book can reach $1 per token. Not now, but someday down the line. And I was thinking, I'm not gonna drop $500 for a video. But I would be curious to see how many people did. We get the monthly airdrop from the Gutenberg Bible. If you stake with the book pool, you also get some book tokens there. Maybe it feels like you're buying it for free in a sense. I can see that. Then they talk about some conferences until the end of the year, and I love that it's not only US focused. You can see here Frankfurt, Dubai, Sharjah, and possibly Barcelona. If you are EU based like me, that can be cool. I can see a trip to Barcelona to some conference, some convention, if they give some book for free. Or Frankfurt. So maybe we'll get some kind of event for the EU community as well. And again, last month, I think, they were at this UtopiaCon where they started onboarding the hardcore fans of Queen Loftis. And I wonder what kind of conferences those are in Nashville, LA, and so on. If these are also conferences about books with authors and their readers, it means that they're becoming more and more visible with, outside the crypto bubble. And that's what we expect from them. Of course, we also have agency ourselves to talk about book to our friends, Book and Stuff, and onboard them. But it's important that the company itself does it as well. And that's what they're doing. I count seven more conferences in the second half of the year. That's like one per month. Pretty cool. What else? Busy talking to numerous music artists and film creators. Yeah, I guess I cannot say much about this. Then the bookshelf value in the app is being worked on. But excellent. And then finally the View 3 Colibri reader. So this was the whole, we talked about it during the tech wrap-up last week. It's the whole rewrite of the web reader in this View 3 to future-proof it. And there was a post by Guillermo about that. Sneak peek about the reader. Basically looks different, feels different. This is the Alice in Wonderland audiobook. Picture is pretty cool. I like the cover. But I'm not sure if there is anything new here. Not sure. I see playback speed. I think that was already implemented. Then I'm not sure if there are new functionalities or if it's just how it looks and how smooth it is to use. But in any case, it's work that is needed to just provide the best experience. We are the guinea pigs, the early adopters, and they are growing pains and we are understanding, but the masses, it's not like that. if you don't provide the same level of experience, of user experience as YouTube, Audible, Kindle, and so on, then they're gonna be like amateurs. So this work is important. The new lead front-end developer is taking care of it. Curious to see how it will all change. I mean, we get new mobile apps, we get the token bridge, we get music DAs, we get a better web reader experience. It's a lot of improvements in a short amount of time. And I think it's, it supports this idea that they go to more and more conferences. As the product, the experience improves, they feel more comfortable talking about it to the masses. And I see once we have a really strong baseline, really strong foundation that you can buy on any chain with credit card, that the reading experience is great, that we have offline support for audiobook and ebooks, I can see then it's just marketing. And then it should be easy because, hey, consume to earn, you earn something, you're done reading, listening, or watching your content, send it away, resell it, or you got a rare one, make a lot of money. A lot of arguments that other centralized entities don't have. On the book token side, soon to be renamed Stuff, we've been having 6 straight days of green candles, plus 20% on the 7 days. Again, what is this 20%? Is ADA USD. On the weekly here, you also see plus 20%, meaning that book maintains the parity with ADA, maintains its peg, kind of, if I can loosely use those terms. And we are back here to resistance, it seems. Let's see if we can push through. How are we looking in terms of holders? Still below 10,000, we didn't get back there. It's very, how to say, equal. Almost as many buys as sells. More buy volume though, 30% more buy volume. But less buyers, meaning consolidation of the holder base. What's to come for the book token? Yeah, renaming. We had the first use case with About Stuff episode 1 where we could use it to buy. Token bridge. Token bridge will be very interesting because I wonder who is gonna get it on Polygon or Base, and who is gonna create the liquidity pool there. Book funded the pool for Cardano because they wanted to set the price, but will they do it for Polygon and Base? I don't know. There might be some arbitrage opportunities in there. Will Mark Cuban buy a lot of book/stuff tokens on Polygon, his favorite chain? I don't know. But the token will become more accessible across ecosystems. And again, we have music coming up. They said they're talking to film creators as well. We just need one catalyst. The thing I was thinking, someone was commenting on one of my videos, so thank you for doing that. And I was talking, this person was asking, who will be the first famous creator to come? And I thought a bit about it and realized that we need people like Coin Bureau. I really don't like them. I used to watch, but then they pissed on ADA and did no research, super biased, so no thank you. But they have a YouTube channel with 2.5 million subscribers who are all into crypto. Imagine Coin Bureau says, hey, I'm doing a special episode and you can get the alpha, basically. Maybe an episode where he did a lot of research about an ecosystem or a new chain or a new token, and you want to watch it? Well, you have to buy it. And maybe it will be like, I imagine he would go on Base and I don't know, they use ETH on Base, I think, but anyway, like they would say like $1 worth of ETH to get your video. With 2.5 million subscribers, there's a lot of potential there. I mean, not only for them as content creators, but for Stuff.io to get exposed to a very big crypto-friendly audience. And this is the kind of creators we need. And maybe we'll start with smaller ones that are not as famous, but I feel like those people, no, they have no bias towards crypto. I mean, no negative bias towards crypto. And it will be very easy for them to see the opportunity and to market it to their audience. And I feel like once we get something like that, those people who come for the content creator, they will see, oh, there's this other content creator. Oh, there's this artist that I like. Oh, there is this video about stuff. Like, who are those guys? I'm curious to see. Like, how come they sold 10,000 of them? What is this Genesis asset? And they get into the whole thing, into the whole... they get sucked in, basically. And I don't know if as a community we should push towards those people or not. I remember this post on X by Stuff.io where they were saying, calling all content creators. Not sure who was tagged in there, but I think that's the kind of people we need to multiply, 10-fold, 20-fold the user base in a very short amount of time. And then those people will see, hey, there is a token. And then the rest is history. Before I leave you, I wanted to give you a tiny little bit of alpha. I don't know how much you can make out of it, but this is the Stuff About Stuff episode 1. You may have noticed, I mean, if I will need to put that to zoom in, but I'm not gonna do it. But what you see on the whiteboard is a calendar. And there are some shorts where you can see what's written. For instance, here at the bottom, it's written BGMI NYC, BGMI the investor of book. And we know that end of June, they were there in NYC to meet the investors and I think probably BMG, the music label, which is part of Bertelsmann Group. And you can see other things written. I think it's close to impossible to read, but what I want to point out is that basically every month there's something written. Something is happening. Just saying that we are in July, we still have 5 months to go until the end of the year, and we have a plan until the end of the year. But every month something will happen. I don't know if it's something big, maybe it's something like, hey, we need to go to this conference. And we saw in the newsletter they have some plans. So it might be something small like this, but maybe it's more interesting things. And yeah, it got me excited. I don't think you'll be able to read anything precisely, but it's just nice to see that they have a plan for the whole year with big events on this calendar. So as always, let's just enjoy the ride. Thank you very much for watching. I think that was a short one. Yeah, but still big things happened with the Beard snapshot, reigniting interest into the token, with the first book publisher, catalog ingestion, 16 books at once. And yeah, they're wrapping up some snapshots, maybe new series coming up, or maybe they're gonna pivot to something else altogether. Remember, next week it's gonna be much more active with first music DA, with the token name change. Then the week after that, the token bridge. Big things happening in the middle of summer. I can't imagine what's gonna happen outside the holiday season. Although I'm sure they don't take that much holidays. Alright, I don't keep you any longer. Thank you very much, as always, for spending time with me. Take care, and I'll see you next week.